All right, peace be. It's been a while because I've been putting all my energy into other things as guided. However, today I'm supposed to be on here. And as always, didn't plan it and don't plan on being on for long, but here to serve. So first, I want to tackle the lamb energy I pulled. I don't know how long ago that was. Maybe 2 weeks. I'm not sure because time doesn't flow the way it does for most people with me. But we're going to start with that. And hopefully some things can be seen the way I have this set up. But overall, I remember when I pulled the energy and it resonated with me, but not so much personally, just in a sense of what is generally happening. And now I see why I wasn't meant to talk about it when I pulled it, because it's earth energy and we were still in Aries season. It's Taurus season, and I believe Taurus season started on the 13th. Take a look at the sky for yourself. But yeah, now it's Taurus season. Now it's earth energy. So lamb symbolism, I know we had some answers to when I asked what is the first thing that comes to mind when you think about a lamb. And lamb symbolism is of purity, innocence, sacrifice, offerings for redemption. A lot of this gets to be biblical. Sweetness, gentleness, forgiveness, meekness, peace. And so as I'm reading these off, I'm just kind of getting the sense that, like, I'm hearing like the turmoil is over. I feel like Aries energy is I'm hearing like rambunctious, but that's fiery energy. Not to mention, it's the first sign of the zodiac. It's the baby. And if you think about a baby, I'm hearing that song, Babies by Kyle. Like we don't know much. We're learning. We're new to the world, or in this case, new to the energy, new to the year, because the actual new year is spring equinox, at least to me. Take whatever resonates for you. And it's rambunctious just because it can be a bit chaotic when there's no sense of stability yet. I mean, infants don't know how to walk. Many of them can't raise their heads. You have to support their head for them. Within the next few months, they're learning how to roll over and sit up and all these other things. So I can see why I wasn't meant to talk about this yet, because now the stability happens. Now, whatever you prepared, whatever seeds you planted in Aries season in the beginning is what you're going to begin to see so-called manifest. I don't really like that word, but come into fruition or materialize. Why? Because fire is purification, and a lot of things had to be removed before we could invite in this new energy. A lot of people, a lot of habits, a lot of things, foods, places, all types of things. They had to be purged. And if you think about birth as a certain purging, that whole gestational period was a period of growth and input and intention. And now the birth is when the true beginning happens. And I kind of see, like, lamb energy, like I'm kind of seeing the lamb stumble as they learn to walk. But I feel like this lamb energy, or this Taurus season, is kind of like the toddler season. And a lot of this is easy for me to use as a metaphor because I'm a mother. But toddler era is like, okay, now I've got some strides in my steps. Like, now I kind of see how things work. I'm learning. The intentions were already kind of set for how the child was being raised. So now they're kind of stepping into who they are and their personality, and if you read your own or your child's birth charts, you'll start to see that some of these energies and qualities start to actually show in their behavior and in their speech if they are talking. Every child is different. But I'll just give a brief example for my child. I am really starting to see mirrored back to me the intentions I have set with my child. The kindness, the bravery, the assertiveness, even the attitude, lots of aspects about myself and other aspects that maybe I had to teach myself and raise myself into, that I'm starting to see reflected back to me and starting to see that they are actually embedded into his being. So, lamb energy, I think it's beautiful. I think it's exciting. I think that it's pure. I think that a lot of the gook and grime of who we were and what we had to put up with is now being cleared out. And it's a sense of redemption in the way that maybe you made mistakes. Maybe you weren't operating in your best self or in your best energy, and now you have the opportunity to redeem yourself. You have the opportunity to, and in my head right now, in my eye, I'm getting like the example of like redeeming a coupon, or like redeeming a deal or something. It's like you finally get to use it. And I'm hearing before it's too late. So maybe some of you actually have something that you haven't redeemed yet, that's going to expire soon. Or maybe this is an opportunity, a job or a relationship or something that you kind of put on the back burner because you felt like you weren't ready. Well, this lamb energy says you are ready. So to be literal, I will read from the book, and I have to point out that this is on page 77. If you've been seeing sevens, or maybe you're a life path 7, or you were born in July or born on the 7th, I feel like this is going to resonate with you a bit differently. But for me personally, I have been seeing 77 so much that it was to the point where I was like, just tell me. Like, just tell me what it means. So, matter of fact, let's tackle that right now. Ooh, I'm seeing 6666. So things are materializing. If you're afraid of the number 666, you probably should not be indulging in my energy or content, because we don't dabble in fear over here. And I'm not even going to explain what it is. Look it up. So 77. Said to represent spiritual awakening and development, a sign that you are on the right path in your spiritual journey. It can also signify that you are actively embracing spiritual growth and deepening your connection with divine energies. Serves as a divine message urging you to continue your exploration of the spiritual realms and strengthen your spiritual life and connection. So that right there sticks out to me because I said, like the toddler era, and that's a big time of exploration. All they want to do is get into stuff, and so many questions. Everything is why does it do that, or what is that? What's going on with that? Because it's learning. You have to explore to learn. And I feel like Aries energy, babies are as close to divinity and spirit as you can get, period. And as you near the end of your life, you're returning to that. It's a cycle. So in the toddler era or the lamb era, it's almost like you've been equipped with the cards you've been dealt, and you're learning to make the best of those, but also learning that you have the power to create the things that you want to create as well. And let's see. Oh, this one's interesting. I like to read different explanations and see which one resonates the most, but I'll just read a second one and then I'll get to the book. Number 77 serves as a beacon, illuminating the path to your inner wisdom, urging you to trust your instincts. That's what toddlers do, right? They're kind of, and this is if you allow it, okay? Let me put emphasis on that, because as a mother, I am constantly reminding myself that my child can do dangerous things safely. And so that means not hovering and being a helicopter mom and instilling fear and saying, be careful. I do not use that phrase. I do not like that phrase. So this is trusting your instincts. It says, and embrace the inner call of your personal values and truths. This also is interesting because Taurus is ruled by Venus. And yesterday I posted about Friday being Venus Day. But imagine a season of Fridays. Like, imagine a season of indulging in the luxuries of your life and what feels good and what tastes good and just indulging your senses. That's what toddlers do. They love learning what their favorite things are. They love colors. They love being stimulated by different experiences and going outside and touching the dirt. I think that's a beautiful metaphor. Maybe I'm going too deep for some of y'all. I feel like I'm getting the energy of someone being like, oh, okay. No, I think it's gorgeous energy. I think it's beautiful to be free enough to learn. It says it emphasizes the importance of personal development, encouraging you to question, grow, and delve into a deeper understanding of yourself. Exactly what I just said. That's beautiful. So the Lamb is peaceful, prophetic, and patient. The Lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. I literally, was that last night or this morning? I opened Instagram and the first post on my feed was talking about where you have to place yourself in a space of quiet. And once you get to that space of quiet is when the truth is revealed. These synchronicities, like, I don't know, maybe I'm talking to myself right now. That's fine. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. I received a message earlier and my left ear is ringing. Oh my gosh. Okay, because they're saying don't say that out loud. It was a song that included the word stranger, so that's another synchronicity for me. Though the Lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. So whatever this is for you, whatever wisdom you're receiving from another source, it's best that you respect and revere it because it didn't have to come to you. It didn't have to be revealed to you. But I think you showed yourself approved. And I think that it's a sense of having a certain honor for yourself through this person or this source who is giving you the information that you need. Truth is a gift. Exactly. Appreciate the gift. Be grateful. Sit still, listen, receive. So when this energy is in balance, it represents knowingness and inner peace. When it's out of balance, it's quiet, timid, and concerned. And in order to bring it into balance, of course, it's meditation and listening. So this all comes full circle. And I think that this energy is beautiful. I'm being guided to go deeper into this maybe later or in an actual specific reading about the Lamb energy. But right now, I'm just going to pull a few cards for our collective community, and I'm going to keep it pushing throughout my day. I'm in very high spirits today. I feel good. I'm doing good. It's nice to be in alignment because I know what it's like to be out of alignment. So let's see. So I just part of the, can we see a little of that worry and that concern? I feel like that's what's been purged. Personally, I know that I'm moving into it. You want to come sit by your mama? No. I think that personally, I am in a season where I have released a lot of worries and stress because worries and stress will infiltrate your spirit and your body and incinerate whatever it is that you're trying to create. Lots of blocks, lots of fighting. Don't get into any arguments at this current time. People are being used to drain your energy. I think that sometimes it's definitely worth it to see beyond the surface. Like, for instance, if you're continuously having headaches, I understand that it would be easy to just go take a painkiller and say, oh, I'm just stressed. But it would be beneficial to say, what could this represent in my spirit? And so when people are showing you who they are, or they're showing you even who they're not, maybe it's confusing. Maybe someone is being very confrontational or just in an a-hole, and it doesn't make sense. It's because this is a spiritual thing happening, and a lot of people, if they're not spiritually sound and confident and in alignment, they can be used. Anybody can be used. Okay? Anybody. Don't touch that laptop. Okay? Muchas gracias. So there's an emphasis on listening to your higher calling and your higher self and embodying that higher self. I've noticed that a lot of people are returning to religion or returning to, like, I'm hearing core beliefs, which is good, because sometimes we need to revisit our roots and decide, do I believe this personally? Does this personally serve me? Or what parts of this can I carry with me that do resonate with me? Or how did this affect me personally? I know that I have had to retreat and see exactly how certain beliefs that were instilled in me and even forced upon me, quite literally, and see how those experiences and energies affected me, so that I could truly reveal to myself, or allow it to be revealed to myself, like I just read from the book, the truth of me, what really resonates with me, what does my truth look like. All right, so there could be specifically an earth sign, male, maybe an Aries or a Taurus. I know Aries is not an earth sign, but King of Pentacles is an Aries or a Taurus. You're being called to allow yourself to be free. Maybe you have finally freed yourself after a big tower moment. I just saw 2 cards that represent freedom. And I'm hearing the song Get Free by Mariba. She says, I'm not trying to get by, I'm trying to get free. And I think that, especially if this is an earth sign man, you're almost it's almost ingrained and programmed into you to focus on the material and make sure you have your SHIT together. And I don't think that that feels like freedom to you. I don't think that you necessarily want to work the job you're working. I don't think you want to do the things that you've been doing. I think that you're wise enough to know that sometimes you have to do the things you don't want to do the things that you do want to do. And Spirit is telling you that you're doing very well with that. And your spirit guides, your personal ancestors, getting your grandmother is specifically applauding you. I can see an elderly woman clapping. She's kind of fair skinned. She's got glasses, short haircut. It's gray. She's deceased. She's not on this side anymore, but like I can see her applauding for you. I'm hearing that's my boy. Okay. You could have gone through a period where you were very depressed. You were drinking a lot. You were feeling like you didn't know where your life was headed because you were ignoring your intuition. And anytime we're ignoring our intuition, we're ignoring the most pure guidance that we could ever receive. You were more concerned with the rules and regulations of the institutions in your life, your job, religion, familial morals and values. You were more concerned with those things in order to, I'm hearing, impress and serve. But it was almost like you were on the defense in doing so because you weren't serving your inner being and your inner child. And anytime we're not serving our inner child, we're doing ourselves a disservice because our inner child fuels us and actually keeps us safe. I'm getting the example for me, like my child, he does not play about me. He is very in tune to me and very not worried, but concerned and aware of me. If I ever say ouch, just instantly, what hurts? What happened? You know, and as I said earlier, I'm seeing the things that I have instilled in my child reflected back to me. I have always shown much awareness and care for how he feels. And I think that whoever I'm speaking to, whoever this might resonate with, you're being asked to treat yourself as you would a child that you care deeply for. I personally have had to learn how to give myself as much nurture and grace and care and love as I do my child. My child has taught me how to love. I don't think that we are always fully equipped and prepared for parenthood. And I find it kind of silly when people talk about not being ready, because we're never really ready. I understand financially, kudos to you if you feel like you want to save and save and save. That's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. But I just think that we learn and grow alongside with them. So you're coming to a place of mental clarity, and I am giving a whole reading based off shuffling. Let's see exactly what specifically Spirit, your guides want you to know. Okay, so we have the Strength card on the bottom. Something specific may be happening for you during Leo season, and it has to do with children, or this could be a Leo child, but I'm getting that I'm hearing conception, so just be aware of that. Maybe in the month of August is when you will be conceiving. All right, let's see. They said 4 cards. I'm grateful to be a messenger and a guide to those who are receptive and in alignment with my energy. I'm grateful for my collective community. I'm grateful for the love that I receive and I'm able to give. I'm grateful for my gifts. I'm grateful to be able to use them to serve. I'm grateful to be in a space where I can listen and abide by guidance and instruction. And I'm grateful to be in alignment with my highest good and assist others in their journeys. Please show me what it is our collective community needs to know with 4 cards. Let me stop. All right, 4 cards, please. I also feel like a lot of us are actually discovering what our true purpose is. 1, our purpose is to be happy, period. That is our birthright. 2, our purpose is to be abundant. That is also our birthright. But 3, depending on our personal birth charts, depending on our personal, somebody has a lisp, our personal life paths and purposes and interests, we are actually discovering how we can physically move through our purpose. It's one thing to feel it, one thing to think about it and meditate on it, but it's another thing to actually walk in it. So a lot of us are receiving divine instructions on how we can be most fulfilled in our lives and actually leave behind a tangible legacy. See, everybody thinks the tangible legacies are life insurance and, IRAs and cars and savings for college. Those things are beautiful. Do not get me wrong, but the tangible, and it's funny that I've received the word tangible to use because those are material, tangible things. The tangible legacies are going to be the skills and how you equip your children and the people behind you to cope with this life. Because I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, and it was like, we can learn all these things, the occult, higher knowledge, but we are still here. And so what are you going to leave behind to make it easier for your loved ones to navigate this life? The tangible legacies are actually going to be the tools you leave behind, not grandpa's old toolbox and grandpa's old Mustang, beautiful things. But how are they emotionally going to be prepared? How are they mentally going to be prepared? Will they know how to deal with negative emotions when they're spiraling? Will they know how to respond when their gifts are revealed to them? Things like that. So let's get these 4 cards, because what has it been? Like 20 minutes. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Okay, thank you, Spirit. That's right. Clear cut and concise. That's how I like it. Ooh, got the exact number too. Maybe trying to give 15 cards sometimes, and it's like, whoa. All right. And they want me to actually leave the ones that are reversed. So I'll tell you right now, There's a female. What's this? Taurus. Or maybe a female water sign. Doesn't have to be the sun sign, and even the zodiac does not even always matter. Sometimes these are just energies. Anybody can embody any energy when it comes to tarot. I just want to make that known, but I am specifically getting a female Taurus. Let me see quickly. No, that's not true. There are specific zodiacs that the court cards represent, and it doesn't even matter. I'm just trying to fact check myself. Could be Gemini or Cancer. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Point being, there is a female, and as I've said before, I'm not repeating myself. If you know, you know. There is a female who is about to receive back what she has put out. Whatever that means for them. I also feel like someone has put their emotions on hold or is being called to do so, because the Queen of Cups is a very empathetic, nurturing, selfless energy. Very fluid, just very free and motherly. And if I have that card and the Page of Cups, which to me is always a child or maybe an apology or an emotional sentiment, if both of those are in the reverse here, I'm getting that something was of the past. I also have the Chariot card here, which is the card of Cancer. So this could be a female Cancer or a mother, because Cancer does represent the mother. And y'all, I know I throw a lot of symbology into what I'm saying, but it's just because I'm knowledgeable and it comes out that way. You can always do your own research. My eyes are drawn to the yin and yang symbol on this card. And the Chariot does represent balance. As you can see, the balance of the black and white. Even the balance of the Chariot itself. There are two horses or sphinx, however you look at it, to help balance the actual cart or chariot. And someone is being asked to balance their personal energy, not so much to focus on others. And I'm going to slow up a little bit because there's something specific that is being said that I'm not there yet. And I just got goosebumps. I also want to mention that I've seen a lot of readers describe the Chariot as like forward momentum and speed, but it's not that. At least to me. Okay, I've done my research and I don't pick up on that energy. This is an energy of slowing down. I'm literally hearing the song Slow Down by her, and is it Skip Marley? Which I love that song. I think that's a beautiful love song. But I think that maybe stop putting so much pressure on yourself or yourselves. And kind of take a moment to discover what it is exactly that you want. There's 8 stars on this card. So the number 8 could be significant. We did see the Strength card on the bottom, the 8th month. It is the 8th card. I feel like it's definitely a season of abundance because we have this 5 of Pentacles in reverse. The 5 of Pentacles is about, I'm hearing health scares, but it's about scarcity and insecurity and financial issues. If that's here in the reverse, then I feel like some beautiful things are happening. As far as I'm hearing growth. If you've ever seen Insecure, she said, you know what that is? Growth. It's that. Like you're just going to a different space and you're being asked to continue. I'm still getting goosebumps. Let's pull an animal spirit for this. See what energy you're being asked to embody or release. There's a healing of a connection, because I saw the swans and then a card that represents regeneration, and there's the beaver, which is all about family. So there's a healing of maybe how you saw family, because I just saw the moth, which speaks to illusion, and then here's the deer. So maybe someone is healing some mother issues of where they didn't feel nurtured and connected and loved and safe with their mother. No matter how much I feel like money was given or how much they were actually materially provided for, there's a rebirth happening of where you understand that it wasn't your fault, and you're seeing how to move forward to be a confident you and learning how to be a mate yourself. Our parental wounds, y'all, they really do affect our interpersonal and romantic relationships. And it's always worth it to really heal and see what the source is, where it's really coming from. All right, so let me... There's a lamb. Okay. Can I have an animal spirit for this energy, these 4 cards? What is it that the community collective needs to know about what's going on here? I need 1. Oh, thank you, y'all. Hyena. And there's another image of the balance of black and white. You want to see?
Yeah.
You can't ignore that, okay? There's another image here of balancing black and white. You're learning how to balance your own energy so that you can then, I'm hearing, enmesh yourself with someone else. Yeah, to be a family. I mean, what does family even mean to you? What do you want? I mean, do you want to live together or apart? Or do you want children or no children? Is it a blended family? I mean, all types of things that you've been considering. You're being asked to figure out what it is you want so that it can be delivered to you. That's something that I've had to work on and focus on, because if you're not being specific with what you want, you'll get anything. I feel like someone really uses humor and sarcasm to cover up their true emotions or their true feelings. I'm hearing stop that. Well, they said don't read it, but it says exactly what I just said. You're being asked to sober up. You're being asked to stop being petty, stop being confrontational, stop thinking that someone is always lying to you or someone's going to betray you. You need to focus on the beautiful qualities you have, such as how charming you are and how witty you are and how fun you are to be around. Those are your, I'm hearing, redeeming qualities. Didn't I say redeem earlier? That specific word? So it might be time to lean into your redeeming qualities. Stop self-sabotaging. Stop leaning on your own insecurities and projecting them onto other people. Not everyone is a liar. Not everyone is out to hurt you. Not everyone is out to do you wrong. I'm hearing that song "Do You Wrong" by, I think his name is Levin Kali, Kali, and Sid. It's basically saying, if you want me to do you wrong, I can do you wrong, but I can be the one, you want, basically. So it's like someone has an attitude like, you show me what type of time we're on. You show me where we're going with this. All right, I have to read this part. It says, what would happen if you took your goals seriously? So if you want a family, what would happen if you took that seriously? If you want to be with someone, what would happen if you took that seriously? If you want the career of your dreams, what would happen if you took that seriously? So I think those are very clear and specific messages. Let me see if I get anything else off of these, and then I'm out. You need to up your protection, because this band on her arm looks like the evil eye to me. This could even have been affecting your life, whether you knew it or not. Thank you. Here.
Thank you.
And okay, so with the sobriety, I'm noticing there's 2 cups here. Some of y'all were drinking like a fish. Some of y'all really drink when you're stressed. You're being asked to face whatever it is you keep trying to chase away with alcohol, because it's not going anywhere. I'm getting like you can run, but you can't hide. Whatever it is, you can chase it off for a minute, but it will be right back in the morning when you have that throbbing headache and you're wondering why you did what you did yet again. I'm hearing someone say, I'm never drinking again. Everybody says it after they have a rough night. But you're really being asked to, it doesn't mean you can never drink again, but you're really being not asked, almost demanded to, by your guides and your highest self, to face what it is that you keep running away from. It's like you keep trying to get in a car and start it and leave, and spirit is not letting you turn that key over. It's like you're not going anywhere until you deal with this. You're not going anywhere until you face your true insecurities, because that is where your strength lies. Someone is very emotionally avoidant and distant, and you're being asked to realize why. Yeah, I just saw the 2 of Cups, which is the card of balance and harmonious relationships, sometimes romantic, but sometimes just partnerships. You have a hard time, and I just saw it again, you have a hard time connecting with other people because you have been avoiding your emotions. And if you haven't already, you're being asked to actually delve into them. What are you feeling? What are you feeling, and where is it coming from? Why are you feeling that? I have not published this month's messages, but if you look back to April, which is significant because that was Aries season, I believe one of my exercises, or maybe I posted on my story, whatever, it was to just sit and see what feelings come up for you, and then to go then and discover why. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. You are not your insecurities, and you are not anyone else's insecurities or fears that they seem to so effectively project onto you. There could have been a situation where there was some emotional incest between a son and his mother. Maybe you kind of stepped in as your mother's man because something happened with hers. Whether or not he was physically present, there was some kind of imbalance there, and you're being asked to step into that, explore that, and see what it is. Yeah, I just got goosebumps again. See what it is that that's been affecting you in your relationships. And I'm seeing 133, and I'm getting the message, and 222. I'm getting the message that it might not be meant for you to apply this healing to your current relationship, because I've been seeing all over social media. It's like whenever I log on, it's like as you grow, the people that you're connected to are kind of phased out because they no longer relate and align with who you're becoming or who you are now. And so I don't think that it would be worth it to try to, I'm really getting like trying to force something to fit like a puzzle piece. It just doesn't go there. So I don't think it would be, it will behoove you to apply this beautiful healing that you're experiencing or being called to experience. Only you know your timeline. It would not be beneficial for you to try to apply this to current relationships. It's time for them to go, and you can release them with love. I'm seeing beautiful butterflies just fly off into the air. It doesn't have to be mean or negative or frustrated type energy or hate. It's just a release with a priority of yourself and your peace and what you deserve. And take some time to be alone. Lonely is not the same thing as being alone. And a lot of us run from being alone. Personally, that's something that I have thrived in the energy of. But I had to realize how even some of that was toxic and unhealthy because of the reasons I was alone at certain points in my life. It's very easy to lean on and run to the habits that I don't want your face on the camera, remember? So you can't lean this way, okay? I know you're trying to see. I'm wrapping up anyway. Okay, baby? Don't wrap up. My throat is dry. I'm tired of talking. I think they got the message. That was very beautiful and specific. But yeah, it's very easy to lean on the things that you know. And I knew solitude. So I had to grow to a space where I also had to learn how to be connective and open and more transparent. I'm saying that number 77 again. Okay, so this is a big emphasis on learning what your piece is. And I heard harboring it, but real quickly, I'm curious to look up the behavior of a hyena. That might sound weird, but this is how I learned spiritually, because everything means something. I can't make this up. The hyena is generally considered solitary, but has some social organization. It forages individually and is rarely seen in groups. It does, however, associate in small family groups at the den. Immature family members will help feed younger siblings by bringing food back to the den. So I can't make this up. That is the beauty of spirit. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I have the eyes to hear, the eyes to see and the ears to hear, to be explorative like the lamb energy is, to be adventurous in spirit, and to be open to learning, to even just think to look that up, because I love to learn. Every day recently, well, they're saying don't share this. I guess that's a different subject matter, but it's worth it to learn new things. So be strong in your solitude, but don't be avoidant of connection. And I think I could leave it there, because that is a very potent statement. Be confident in your solitude, but be comfortable in connection. It's a balance, y'all. We kept seeing images of balance. Listen, I have the skills and the gifts. Don't ever doubt. Peace and blessings.